OpsWaka people are greeting especially. So today we will continue with how the internet works. The last time we talk about how it dey work, how we dey transfer message, how these messages they come as packets to our friends or to us. Abi, we'll talk about IP addresses, we'll talk about DNS. So we'll go a little bit deeper this time around. So we'll first talk about ISP. What is the ISP? ISP simply means internet service provider. Your internet service provider. Make we no go talk plenty grammar. They blow too much grammar. ISP now just like your MTN, your Airtel, your Zain, your Etisalat, and the rest, right? For Nigeria. So those ISPs, we get local ISPs, we get international ISPs or global ISPs like AT&T and the rest. Very soon to follow. So how the internet will work, we say it will work with your ISP too. And how the main way or the model way the internet will work, then they call them client server model. Client server model. So it's more like client to the server, server to the client. So the client now me, the client now you, but not necessarily or literally you or me per se. The client who they talk about now your laptop. Waiting you they use access the internet. Now be your client. For those of my guys who be ballers where they play game, that particular thing where they use connect your FIFA to your other players around the world when they go play or play GT and all of that. Now your client be that way they use connect. Your phone now your client, no matter how small it is. As far as say they reach the internet to fetch data from a particular server, now client it be. Your laptop, your palm tops, all of them, all those devices, now all of them are client. So the internet they work with client server. The client will talk to the server to get information. Then the server will talk say, okay, you can access me. Okay, make I give you the information. The server too go talk to the client. So now be the client server model. I believe so we understand that one. So I will share my screen so that I will talk about some things. Okay, I believe so you see my screen now. So I just drew up some things so that we'll not go waste time. So you see this guy now, now the client, now like your phone, your computer, and things like that. Abi? So you say client, your client now your PC, phones, etc. So the client, this is how the internet works. Abi now they talk about. So when you want to talk to the internet or you want fetch a particular data or you type facebook.com, see what's in the happen. That your client now will be your laptop or your phone. As you type facebook.com, you go follow your router. Your router now this item wey dey like this. Some of us get MiFi, abi. Some of us get MiFi for house. So if it be MiFi and all of that, so you could follow your router, go talk to the local ISPs, like all those masks where we get, all those masks. Now there you go follow. So from your router, you go follow, go talk to go follow through the mast, the connectivity, follow through the mast, then talk to the local ISP like MTN, Etisalat, and the rest. So when you talk to the local ISP, the local ISP go talk to the global ISP, where be like Verizon, AT&T, and the rest. Then from there, you go enter the internet. So when you go to the internet, which is the cloud, you go come from there, go reach Google server. If waiting you define, now they route to Google server, the search they go to Google server, you go to Google server to go find that request or give you back that request, give you that bad feedback, or data centers. Data center just be like say I talk say server na like shop where they house all your videos, your pictures, your JPEGs, your audios, everything, your PDFs, So it just be like your laptop, so to say. That your server, you get plenty server where they go put for one place, or group of servers, then go carry all of them, go keep for one place. That place now they call them data center or data farm. You understand, Abi? So different servers, plenty servers, and go carry them, go put for one house or put for one room. That place now na data center. So videos, JPEGs, files, different formats of files, they inside all of these servers, and it is for data center. So now there way if you fetch something, now there we go give you back the request or give you the feedback. Say, okay, you don't find me, you didn't able to access me, see what you define. It will come back to you as a client. So from local ISP to global ISP to the internet, then Google server or data centers. Maybe your school, what's it called? Your school center, right? Your school website, like school.com, whatever, or you can say schoolsite.com. I just they make them up. You enter, you understand, to search for your school site. Now this one to say, it's not the work, maybe they routed to anything. You understand? So now I make the work. Okay, so it is pretty easy. So if I say I want to get something from Google, all I have to do is to go to the browser and type google.com. If I type google.com, it will open. I will say, show me a picture of a man eating. Now, the reason why this thing happened, or it show me this particular picture of this man where they eat, now because I don't use my client with my laptop. Follow my router. I will show you later. Follow my router, my router's IP address. Then come follow the local ISP. Then go to the global ISP. Then come reach the internet. Then you can check. Okay, you resolve them. Okay, I feel reach google.com. Then the item where they look for that shop, where be the server, where be Google server, it they available. Now I make this guy, they show me this thing. So all these things they happen, and you get what's in there here where I not talk about, where I never talk about, because you see this line from this server, they come back to the client. So all these things they happen in milliseconds. From here, it will come to this place, and from here it will go back to the client. So if you enter your school website, for instance, you type, you want login, for instance, you log in, OpsWaka.com, you put your password. First of all, you don't use your client, follow your router, if you get router, to your local ISP. That mask will send them to the local ISP, Abi. Then global ISP, then you can't reach the internet, then you can't reach the school server. And the school server, they go, no forget. The school server, I know say the school server now contains some things. I talk say the server be like shop, where they contain details, like information, data, Abi, like all your scores where you don't get from year 1 to year 5, everything they there. So you can't reach out to the server. When you reach out to the server, then you impute your details. When you impute your details finish, if you say they found for the server will to say, okay, you can log in. So you can't enter, you go work, everything, you can't access everything, right? They route through buttons, they click here, they click there. But if you know if you access them, it simply means say, okay, maybe you make mistake for your password, or you are not a member of that particular community or institution, Abi. So a particular instance I want to give now, Facebook.com, still the same thing. You click Facebook.com, or you type Facebook.com. The reason why I type Facebook.com and it open for me now, because I feel reach their server, I feel reach Facebook server. But if I impute the wrong details, I can't do this one. Login. Okay, watch what thing go happen. See waiting the talk. Wrong credentials, invalid username or password. Now I don't from here, client, reach my router, reach local, reach global, go to the internet. I was looking for Facebook data center, which has an IP address. We've already talked about DNS, Nabi. So I did try to reach them, but I don't reach them. But now I did try sign in, or I did try login. It can't tell me say, no, wrong password. Why? Because for the server, that detail no day. That thing why I press no day. That's nonsense. Why I just type no day anywhere. Now I make it tell me say the server can tell me say bros, it is a wrong detail. So it is a client and server model. Now so the internet they work. Okay, so the next thing we'll talk about now, the DNS. I know say we don't talk about DNS too, right? That no forget domain name system, Abi.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
Yeah, domain name system. So the domain name system, waiting they help they do now to match IP address. To match IP address to domain names. Waiting the domain name. Alright, I'm going to check what's in the domain name. We know they to come they do definition, but I'm going to check what's in the domain name. We'll type out like this. What is a domain name? He said a domain name is a human-friendly address used to access a specific resource on the internet, such as website or email server, replacing complex numerical IP addresses. Two keywords: replacing complex numerical IP addresses. Don't forget this side. Then human friendly. Why domain name system dey now? Because we know go fit dey memorize IP addresses just like people phone numbers. All the contact list wey dey for your phone, you no go fit memorize all of them. Maybe your loved ones, if you just try, but even some of una self, una babe, una no even get a number for head. We know these things. So we know if you memorize everything, right? So now it make we can't get domain name system. Domain name system will carry that particular IP address, will be ones and zeros. Carry them, tie them to a particular name. I fit talk say OpsWaka.com or Facebook.com. So if you look here, see the IP address here. See what's in the computer understand or the server understand. The server's IP now 192.1.34.54.95, right? Now waiting we suppose impute we go show. But because we no go fit memorize all of them, rather the domain name system go talk say, okay, instead of them to enter this thing, make them enter facebook.com. You go come tie them together. So the DNS matches the IP address to the domain name. You understand now, Abi? Then domain name now that URL will be facebook.com, will be your website.com or .org or .net, .xyz, anything. All those things now are the domain name. There's an underlying IP address underneath it. You understand, Abi? So make I give you an instance. Make I open my terminal. Make we see something. So my terminal they open, Abi. Open your terminal. No, they waste time. No, they look me. Open your terminal. Open your terminal. Okay, make we use wget. No worry, I'm gonna explain all these commands later. So wget google.com. Nice. So see what's in the happen. I tell you say DNS they resolve Abi. So you don't resolve www.google.com. You don't resolve them to this IP address. So we'll copy this IP address, then check something. Then I'll go back here. So make I paste this IP address. You see say Google don't show, Abi. Google.com don't show. Now, some while a day. Why? Because see, it is show not secure. Now you make I won't tell you about security or HTTP and HTTPS. HTTPS now the secured part of HTTP. Yeah? So when you browse, make sure say you look this place. Make sure say you look this place, not secure or secure. If you check this one out, you go see something like this. Some of them, if you see padlock, if you see padlock or you go see something like that, just click on view site information. You go see connection is secure. Make sure say this guy is secure. Make sure say this guy is secure. If not, if you know they secure, then fit steal your details or hackers know they play. Hackers know they play. So if I check this site, for instance, make I go back to that facebook.com. Make I show you something. Okay, so if I enter this now, for instance, okay, so I don't enter this particular email. I can't enter this password. Just watch what will happen. I want to inspect this page. If I do them like this, then click on inspect. Just the watch you. Why you need to be careful. See, this input type, password, I go change them to text. You see the password I put don't show. Even if I close this guy down, I can see my password. It simply means say, as you browse the internet, make sure say everything they safe. Make sure say you play safe. Make sure say your connection they secure. Make sure say you protect your password, because these details they go for the database. These details now you go use to access the server and stuff like that. So you go make sure say these details they correct, because say you they work with crypto or you they impute your card details so that you no go they exposed. Because if you dey exposed, my brother, my sister, then go swipe your money come out. So make sure say these things they secure when you browse. Make sure say you get secure connection when you browse. So I will also talk about still the whole IP stuff, You know, say IP address. I tell you, say IP address just be like your house address, abi, or your website address. Now, so it just be as simple as that. Or your server's address, house address. The house address now be the IP. Now, if I go to my terminal again, now this terminal where you see here, if you don't get them, because this one is now Ubuntu terminal, but I will show us how to install for people who want to install Linux distros. I will show us how to install. So if I do if config, make I check something. If you know they like this for your own, but you see this WLP4S0, then you can see inet. This particular IP address where you see, now be my router's IP address. Now my router IP address be this. I dey connected right now. Now I make it the show. If I disconnect, do that command again, I no go see am. Make we try am, make we see. Okay, so I don't disconnect now. Make I clear. Then enter again. If config. You see, say you know they show again. Now others they show. All these ones now from Docker and some other things what they do. That particular IP address no they show again. That W4 LSO no they show again. You don't see am. Make I connect again. Okay, I did connected again. Make I clear. If config. Okay, so you don't show. See my router's IP address. Maybe this my router IP address. So it simply means say my laptop they follow this particular IP address, which is my router's IP address. When you follow the router's IP address, you will go the local ISP, then to global ISP, then reach out to the internet, then reach any server or data center where I want reach out to. Then from there, it will get back to me. But lest I forget, you get what they call reverse proxy or proxy, right? Proxy servers, reverse proxy servers. Because if the thing just goes straight like this from this server to the client, so hackers will actually exploit this particular track to get hold of your details. You understand? So it gets so many firewalls and security measures where then they put into play, right? You know, just they as plain as this. I just say make I put them out there. Then for this my terminal, still talking about IP addresses. This loopback LO, where you see LO here, 127.0.0.1. This particular IP address now my local host. They call them local host or local server. It is used for local development. Then they use and they develop locally. So if you build websites or you do anything where you want to locally for your machine, which I mean locally for your machine, nobody will access them online. Now this particular IP address now you go use. So then they call them local host or loopback IP. You understand? Loopback IP or local host. That's what they call them. Okay, so we will stop here for today. Next time we will talk about caching, fiber optics, then talk a little about ports, then we round up with the internet. Yeah, I will see you now for the next one. Cheers.